Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayushi and I recently graduated from university in May of 2024 with a bachelor's in biochemistry and a minor in business. And I know a lot of you have just recently started university. Maybe you have just started as a freshman or you're going back for your junior, senior year, whatever it may be. I am here to share all the tips and advice that I think will really help you succeed at university and just make your entire experience so much easier, because trust me, there are much easier ways to get things done and I have learned it the hard ways. But I've got all of the notes in this beautiful journal that I have. Just look at it. It is embroidered on the actual book. Number one is definitely academics. This should be your top priority because this is the entire reason you are at university. You should be focused in your field of study, and of course parties and jobs and internships and friends and social life and all of that is going to come around. Don't worry about it. But your academics should be your center of attention. And if you don't have a major selected and you're undecided, well, you have all the resources from the university to explore different classes and to explore your true calling. So please take this as the best opportunity to find what you're passionate about and then follow your heart. Wow, that sounded like some motivational speech, but I'm going to be sharing ways in which you can succeed in your academics. Number one is attending lectures. It is so important to attend lectures, especially if they're mandatory, because you do get attendance points, and these are easy points that add up and you don't even realize, but they can actually help you go from a B to an A at the end of the semester. So please attend your lectures if it's mandatory, and even if it's not, do attend it because they are very helpful. Usually what happens is that the professor will put up a PowerPoint and they will read off the slide, but then they will also add additional points that are nowhere to be found in the entire syllabus and coursework. So these are the points that you are going to class for. You're going to be taking notes on these points so that when you go back home, you can build up on the existing resources within that class and then make notes for your exams or whatever it may be. So do attend the lectures, and if you're not understanding anything at a lecture, which is very common, you can attend the office hours. Office hours are a perfect way to have a one-on-one discussion with the professor on a topic that you are not understanding, a concept that is really difficult. This is the perfect time to even get clarity on your goals and your future career. So do not avoid this. I know it can be like, oh, do I really want to go for office hours outside of class? Like, it's just so exhausting, being a student. But if you have the time and if you want to put in that effort, and if you are, let's say, really interested in a professor's research, you have read everything on their site and you're like, yes, I really want to meet with them. Sometimes you may have to email them. You have to email a lot of professors sometimes. And none of them reply. You have to go and meet them in person. You can even find a professor, your professor who's teaching you, and ask them if they can refer you to other professors. Describe your likings and dislikes and all of the kind of stuff to them, and they can definitely help you out. No one is going to say no at university. Everyone is looking to help each other out. So make these connections and network because they are very crucial for your success. Websites and apps can really help you when you are studying for exams and you are doing assignments. For me, Chegg and Quizlet were the top two for my assignments. They helped me tremendously. Quizlet is wonderful for theory-based subjects like history, biology, sociology, where you've got flashcards with your key terms and the definitions for all of those terms, and it's all prepared for you in different sections, exact topics already created for you for specific exams and specific classes. If you just type in your class and your number on Quizlet, you will get it. You will have everything ready. So it's perfect to study. You're not wasting time making your own flashcards. And now if you're looking for math-based subjects and really understanding how to solve problems and understanding concepts, Chegg is a wonderful website to do that. Just take the question, copy paste into Chegg, and you will get so many different people who have solved the problem. There are two things to be mindful about. Do check the likes and also the comments, because the likes tell you whether or not the answer is correct, and the comments will tell you whether or not the steps that got you to that answer is correct or not. So a lot of the times what happens is that answer written is correct, but one of the steps is wrong. And so when you're trying to understand a concept, it can really fumble with your head. I did this for calculus and it helped me tremendously because I find it so difficult to understand math concepts, integration, differentiation. Then of course we've got apps that will help you when you are studying, help you not get so distracted. So apps like Notion, which is an all-in-one workspace, you can create templates, you can take notes, you can do so many different things. It is very versatile. And then we've got Pomodoro timer. I'm sure a lot of you know about this technique. So you study for 30 minutes, a time block of 30 minutes, you take like 5 minutes off, then you go back to studying for 30 minutes, 5 minutes off. That way your your brain has some time to rest and really just freshen up again for new content and knowledge. And then lastly, of course, there's Forest, which is a very interesting app. Basically, you just kind of set a timer. Let's say you want to study for 2 hours on end, which is reasonable. You put on a 2-hour timer and then it grows a tree for you. And I know it sounds silly, but if you log out of the app, your tree dies. And I don't know if it's some psychological thing, but it really makes you wanna keep studying, so your tree keeps growing. It also helps you stay focused and actually finish those 2 hours of your study block. So this was all to do with academics. Now let's move on to social life. I know you're very excited about this. I know this is something that everyone is looking forward to. We just wanna, make a bunch of friends as soon as we step foot on the campus. We just want to like connect with everyone. There's so much adrenaline within you, so much excitement, but also anxiety. Will you be able to fit in? Will you be able to find genuine friends? I know what you're feeling. Trust me, I was going through all of these emotions. But let me just tell you, most of the times the friends that you make in your freshman year are not going to remain your friends by the end of the 4 years. So please don't latch onto them. It is not important to give in your all, to really just pour your heart out. I think a lot of the times when you have a conversation with somebody, you can really read the situation, whether they are interested to get to know you, or if they just want to know you surface level, they just want to be your acquaintance, they're only wanting to be friends with you for like projects and classwork, or whether they've seen more into this friendship. Whatever it may be, open up slowly to somebody, get to know them, get to know their likes and dislikes, maybe go do a hobby together, maybe go for a class together, join a club or organization together, and that way build on your friendship. Don't just give like a full life story at once. I do this a lot. You're struggling to make friends, or you feel like the friends you've made initially are not really adding value to your life. Do try to join clubs and organizations. Maybe you love dancing, join the dance team. You love painting, join that team. You wanna swim, join the swimming team. You are really passionate about robotics, join the robotics team. Whatever the clubs and organizations you are interested in, look into them. Maybe go in for a few of their like little pop-up events, exchange information, contact information with some of the like vice presidents and presidents, and then see if it's a good fit for you and join it. You can even start your own club and organization. So look into all of those things. Also, the university hosts a lot of different events. This is a wonderful way to make friends. You're standing in line, you can make a friend. You're playing a game, you can make a new friend. And usually this is like on Friday nights and Saturday nights, and these are big events. So many people across all of the different year groups are coming. So do try to network this way. It's a wonderful opportunity. For me, I had so many different friends throughout my college experience, and you just learn that people grow, friendships evolve, sometimes for the better, and sometimes you have to let go of people that you really loved and valued in your life, just so that you can grow and become the person that you wanted to become. That's the social life. Next, I'm going to be talking about living situations and roommates. Okay, this is a very exciting thing to talk about. So when you're a freshman, a lot of universities require you, like mandatory, you have to live at the dorms for 1 year in your entire freshman year. Now, living at the dorms means you have to share a room with somebody else, and you have to share a bathroom with 3 other girls. That was my experience, but I know a lot of people have to share bathrooms with the entire floor, which is something that I could never do in my entire life. I actually checked it out at like different universities. I think I was gonna go to Purdue before, but then like their living situation is a little bit, and also like they have to share bathrooms, and I was like, no, I will not be doing that. I cannot. I have never shared a bathroom with anyone in my life. I am a spoiled brat, let alone like share with like 15 other girls. When you're selecting roommates, get out of your comfort zone. Okay, usually, I don't know about you guys, but on our housing portal we could fill up a preferences form. So you like a night owl or an early riser, or messiness or cleanliness. You prefer it very cold or like more like medium moderate temperature. Had something where we could like write a little post like introducing ourselves and letting the entire college know about who we are and what we're looking for in a roommate and where we're going to be residing, the apartment complexes or the dorms that we're interested in living at, because sometimes within one college there are like different dorms. So within the life sciences we had 3 different dorms, and Manzanita was like the prettiest, and that way they can match you with a suitable roommate. So I got matched with one of my best friends, and I am so happy because our dorm life was so fun. Yes, I did have some issues. We did have some issues with amongst ourselves and also with the suite mates, but that's very normal. Our suite mates were actually like so bad. Like, this is actually a horror story. One day my roommate got sick and the AC control is only in one of the rooms, so it was in the other room, and these girls purposely put the AC to like 65. Okay, are you kidding me? We were freezing and they didn't care at all. And then one of the girls got so sick and she came into our room and she was like, hey, do you guys have this medicine? And we were so helpful, but like why did they have to be so rude to us? Like, what? Most of our friends were from engineering and the dorm was right next to life sciences, so we would just go in and sneak in. That was fun, but the meal plans were not the best. But also you don't have really much of a choice because you have to select a meal plan in your first year. So if you can, try to eat healthy, although there's not much healthy stuff in the meal plan. Like, every day it would be like fries, or like vegan stuff is so less. Every day tofu, like some weird disgusting tofu dish, and like fries and potatoes. That was literally it. And like cheese quesadillas, and like black bean burger was disgusting. The actual patty was so undercooked and just, I don't know, just disgusting. Like, it felt like rubber. And you are with a roommate, just when you're about to start living together, establish all of these ground rules and have very clear, concise communication. It could be through phone, it could be word to word, like, in person, it could be through text, whatever it may be. If you have a slight concern, please bring it up, because you don't want to have a bad living situation, and most of the times your roommate will be accommodating. That was all about the living situation and roommates. But just to add on to that, after you are allowed to live off campus, start looking for your apartments rather sooner than later, because they fill up very quickly. And so try to look for people who are suitable in your living style. What are we moving on to? We are moving on to the last part, number 4, which is relationships. I just need to take a breath. You need to be cautious out there. There are a lot of predators, okay, and you have to be very careful with who you get involved with, because a lot of the times people are not really there looking for a life partner. They're just looking for hookups. They're just here to like go around, whatever it may be. So you need to know what you want. Like, only go for people who align with your standards and who match your wavelength, because otherwise you are going to have a very difficult situation. You do end up going through a hard time with your love life. Just know that it is not forever. You should be thankful and grateful that you realized that that person was not for you early on in your life, so that when you do move into your 20s, you're not going to chase the same kind of men, and you just be a lot more educated in this section. Basically, if you at any point feel that anything, your social life or the club you're in, or your living situation, anything is affecting your studies, take action, because I've seen a lot of people go down and it's been really difficult for them to get back on track with their education and their degrees. So you don't want to do that. You've got 4 years, make the most of it, but also 4 years is a long time. Just know that your parents are paying so much money, so you have to be very responsible and disciplined. And this is actually a wonderful time, especially if you have moved from abroad, to just find yourself. Are going to be thrown at with so many responsibilities. It's bizarre. You'll have to cook on your own, you'll buy and everything on your own, you'll have to do so many things on your own, part-time jobs, whatever it may be, and you just have to find your foot. Don't get overwhelmed. Journaling and making to-do lists are really helpful in this aspect. So was that for the relationships. And actually, I do want to talk about something else, and that's point number 5, and it is going to be the last point, which is food and health. We all have a gym on campus. Use it. I did not use it. A lot of your campuses will also have gym classes. So we had spin classes, we had Pilates, we had yoga, we had a lot of strength training classes, karate, swimming, all of these physical activities are given to you for free. Well, not for free, you're paying for it, so make use of it. Physical exercise is very important. I used to walk like 10,000 plus steps a day because my classes would be from like one end to the other end, and our university campus is quite large, so I used to get my steps in, and that was working out for me. Diet, definitely very important. When I first moved here, obviously I had no choice in the meal plan and eating out, and I gained so much weight. Freshman 15 is a real thing, but whenever you do have the chance, even if you are eating out, try to look for more protein rich foods that are a little more clean. Now we've got kava, and Chipotle is a good option too. And maybe go to Trader Joe's or Target, get like, you know, a packet of greens and add in like vegetables into it, and maybe some cheese and maybe some dressing. But also like read the dressing bottles. America is full of chemicals, guys. Like everything has chemicals in it, so you have to read every label. And if there are like 50 plus ingredients, please don't get it. There are cleaner options, but I know budget is also something that we need to keep in mind. Try if you can to make these things from scratch at home, especially if you're living off campus. It's really not that difficult to meal prep. You can make like 2 days worth of food on Sunday. If you're somebody who doesn't like eating the same food, you can make 2 dishes at the same time on Sunday for the next 4 days, so that you have some variety. Whatever you're eating for dinner, you can just make double of that, 2 servings, and then take it the next day. You don't have to be hard on yourself, but it's also not difficult. I think people just get so like carried away with like, oh, go, like we need to do assignments, we'll just eat out, whatever. But it takes like 15 minutes to make a meal, so it's really not that much of time if you think about it. Spending more than 15 minutes on TikTok or Instagram, so why not? You know, and you can put on a TV show and cook. What's the big deal? And there are so many recipes out there. I follow so many of these vegan influencers like Radhi Shetty, Rainbow Plant Life, Pickup Lines. They've got wonderful recipes, and for a very low cost, they show you budget friendly recipes. If you make like chickpeas and like black beans, like the can is like what, like 90 cents. So there are different ways to save, and if you guys want me to make a video on that, I can definitely touch base on that. You guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you can implement some of these tips in your university experience. And trust me, it is a roller coaster ride with ups and downs, but it is one hell of a journey and a beautiful chapter in your life that you do not want to skip. I would recommend everyone to go to university and experience this, because it really just shapes you as a person. So that's about that. But if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Tell me in the comments what you want to see, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.